Hey, 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 everyone. Echoey. It's echoey in here. I'm in my hotel room, my very illustrious and beautiful hotel room, with a view of a dumpster right outside. I'm coming to you from San Diego Comic Con adjacent. I'm staying in Pacific Beach, which is I'm about 20 minutes away from the convention. So, it's what I could get that wasn't $600 a night. It was what I could get, basically, with the short notice. And of course, I should learn every time I say I'm not going that I am going. Tonight, it's preview night tonight, so that starts at 6 p.m. Well, this thing's like giving me a fight to get it open. This thing has been, sealed up since 1991, so I get it. Watch me open this, and it's going to be nothing but like Terminator 2 cards or something. Ooh, this has been through it. Some sideways cards, some moved around in here. This is going to be. I'm trying to figure. Oh, you can actually see my. There we go. This might be a slightly longer break. I thought about only doing half of this box now and then doing the other half later. But the reality of this is I'm in Comic Con now. I'm going to be visiting with friends like Ron Lim, Art Adams, etc. So it made sense to me to basically just be like, all right, well, why don't I open all these cards now and deal with the repercussions? So we're doing like a really big break, and I might actually be spreading out some of the giveaways over the course of the next couple of months. So, like, for example, next month there will also be cards from this set for a couple reasons. Yeah, as Dre is saying in here, part of this is, of course, that we got the Sleepwalker rookie card. I'm getting some of these signed, and everybody in their July packages is getting an autographed card from one of these breaks, from this break. So, oh, nice. So in that regard, I figured, why wouldn't I just open these up, get what I can? Everybody's yelling sign. Yeah, man, I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. I'm also working in my living room where, or I normally break. The capacity is so different here that I'm like trying to find a way to like comfortably get there. Dre opened some of these on I Must Drake You. He mistakenly referred to this gun that Mr. Fantastic has as the ultimate nullifier. He's wrong. Ghost Rider versus Death Watch. Captain Britain. The New Warriors. This Ultron. This one's, I believe, an Art Adams one. Yeah, see AA right there. Oh, you got a nice Thor here. Wolverine's Claws. That's a good one. Mark Bagley doing Jigsaw. This Death's Head. This is, I believe, another Art Adams card. Yeah, you can see. Sorry about that. About all the bumping, but I can maybe try to adjust this. We Love a Checklist and a Cyclops by my good friend Ron Lim. So there we go. I'm going to, if you'll pardon me for a quick second, I'm going to adjust. I actually have, yeah, hey, there's the thing. I'm going to see if I can make it so that I don't keep smashing my arm into the, that should be a little bit better. Wolverine's Claws. Oh, good to see Eric Germ here in the chat. We got good viewers in here. This is a great set. This was the follow-up to the very popular Marvel Series 1 cards, and so Marvel Series 2, really, really great. Really, really great setup. Human Torch versus Submariner. I believe this is the original Human Torch, not Johnny Storm, and that Human Torch would eventually become Vision, I believe, is how they wrote that. Mike Manley, Baron Mordo. Mike Manley got sort of more well known for being the artist of Darkhawk. An Art Adams She-Hulk. That's a good one. That's what the ultimate nullifier looks like, Dre. And it is by my good friend Ron Lim, so that's funny. Puma. Now, what's funny about these Quicksilver is that they have the stats on the back here, as you can see here, with the strength, speed, and everything like that. And, it's an interesting way that they created that here. We loved this one. I mean, X-Force, this was like a big card. I remember me and my friends, we would trade the Cable card. That was like the one. Like Cable was like the big card of that time. So here's the thing: is I think I'm only gonna do. Maybe I'll do a little bit more. Maybe I'll only do half of the box here, roughly, depending on how many. I forgot how many of these cards are drawn by Ron and Art, and I'll see if there are more people here if I can find who the artists are. That's a good one. I always liked that. I always liked the way they did Iron Man in that. Human Torch vs. Submariner seemed a little unfair. I always loved this thing. I believe this one was on the box, if I recall. IIRC, that thing was somewhere on the box. I'm looking at the box now, and I was lying. He is not. Asking if I can break tomorrow. Probably not. And if I were going to, Dre, it would be late at night because I'm staying so far away from my hotel. It's a bit different. I love smoking Doc Ock, by the way. So this Iron Man Mandarin, I can't really tell. It has John Romita Jr. 90s energy to it, but there's no visible signature here. So I can't really tell. Like some of these, the artists were clever enough to know how to sneak their autographs in there or to get them in to make sure they won't get broken out. A lot of them probably had it autographed down here, and then they were just like, yeah, and we're shrinking that. Some of them are very clear. I think this one's Eric Larson, and you can see by the EL there, and then that's just kind of how Eric Larson draws. The Art Adams Ghost Rider. Art Adams always put the AA and then his date, so 291. So we did this in February. And then sometimes, oh, who's that? Is that an autograph or is that just some stuff? That's just some stuff. So yeah, so we got Ron Lim here, a good Magneto. Ron, I'm very excited to meet up with Ron. Ron is one of the nicest guys. He's so much fun. Love seeing him. Love hanging out with him. That's a badass card. But yeah, so Mark Bagley doing the X-Men didn't get that very often. So anytime you get a Bagley X-Men, that's fun. An Art Adams Rogue, that's good. Art, it's funny. Like I got to catch. Again, Art Adams. He's a friend, but he's also like, they're both so very busy that I definitely have to catch them at a good time. And it's hard when you come up with like 10 to 12 things to be like, can you sign these? I promise I'm not selling them. So you gotta pace it out a little bit. Yeah, the X-Men, the Zach saying that X-Men team card has big Watchmen energy. Silver Surfer versus Thanos. I'd be surprised if this isn't Ron. Yeah, it's Ron. You see right there. That's so good. Doctor Strange. See, I love that they got John Romita for Spider-Man's web shooters. I mean, that's just so rad. Mark Bagley doing Death Watch. If I need to go, no, I mean they wouldn't charge me for autographs. I can't imagine they would do that. These are people that I've sat down and had dinner with and stuff. Like they're not going to do that. The new FF Hawkeye with like a weird helmet. That's such a unique take on Hawkeye. You never really saw that with the goggles before. Like this, you're going to look for the AA because that's going to be here somewhere. This is clearly Art Adams. A good way to tell Art Adams' art is like texture. He's really good at like background texture and work. So the AA has got to be here somewhere. So now it's like a Where's Waldo trying to find where that would be. You say whose font on Hawkeye year? What is that? Dre, I have no idea what you just asked me just then. Whose font on Hawkeye year? I don't know what that means. But yeah, Super Skrull, another Ron Lim piece. This is another Ron. You can see that. Somebody got a Ron Lim. Somebody got, I believe, this card signed by Ron last year. You're saying that there are different variants of that, bold or normal. I can't. What this looks normal, I guess. I don't really know. Or is it on the back? I don't know. I think these are the standard. Yeah. Who knows? But there we go. And also, in case you guys are concerned, um, I brought stuff to protect your cards too. So even those of us that are, you're not just auto cards, but the cards that I am sending, I am protecting. So if you guys want to grade them, they will come to you pack fresh. And some of these cards, the 1991 cards, pack fresh can oftentimes turn to a 10. So, you know, that'd be good. Is that Captain? Yeah, that's Captain Marvel. This would be a Legends card because he was very dead at this time. PSA actually, Dre's asking if PSA is grading here. PSA actually never grades at Comic Con. And Art Adams Storm, I know who's getting that one. A Ramita, Dr. Octopus's Arms. Mojo, this has got to be an Art Adams somewhere. Art Adams, I believe, was the sort of visual creator of Mojo. So, yeah, I mean, CGC is here and they take submissions, but PSA very much does not. So we have the agility ratings cards as well as stamina. Quasar, friggin' nerd. Thanos, ironically, Art Adams, even though Ron Lim was available. Spider-Man, Dre opened this Spider-Man versus J. Jonah Jameson, talking about how much he loved it. This is a really fun one, and I believe this is John Romita art as well, so there should be a J or a JKR here somewhere. Yep, right there. Easy enough. Nick Fury and Captain Marvel. Yeah, so this is a good reminder for those of you that are watching and you're not members. Like, July would be a pretty good month to sign up for the tier at patreon.com/Jeff May, because July, like the post Comic Con month, like July and December are like the two most dominant months. Because I just like to reward, and Christmas is obviously such a big deal for me. I think last year everybody got signed mint on card flyers. So we love this Cable card. This was like the Cable rookie card, I believe. He was in the New Mutants card from the year before, but this was the first ever, like, I believe, Cable card that had come up. Zach saying maybe you should save up and get it December. We have that nice Psylocke by Ron Lim. We'll put that one there. Thor versus Loki. This is, I believe, Art Adams as well. The Eric Larson Spider-Man, such a gorgeous card. I'm in love with this card. The Darkhawk rookie card. Man, this should be Manly. He drew the main series, so like he should have. Is that an autograph we see there? A signature? I can't see whose it is, or is that just texture? Megan, this would be Art Adams too, I'm guessing. See, if you look at the stone, the structure of the stone and the texture, that's what Art is really, really known for, is like his amazing texture. Captain America's Shield by Ron, Kingpin, and Night Thrasher. Yeah, that exchange rate. Zach Yates watching from all the way in New Zealand, and as much as we have tried to find a way to make it work, it is not within either of our budgets to be able to make the rookie card tier thing work. But hey, buddy, at least you don't have to live in a country where they're trying to elect a fascist. Wolverine's Claws, Bub. So that says Lee and Zustin. I don't know, because this could be, I think, Jim Lee. Like, there's a little Jim Lee energy to this. I don't know, but he would have had time to do this card. But it also could be Lee Weeks, because I think he did work on this set. So I liked this. This says like kind of like Phil Hestery. I wish they explained. They showed who the artists were on this one. This one's a very unique First Encounter Hulk number 180, October 1974. Kind of. The Ron Lim Cyclops again. This Blizzard. Oh, Kelly's saying you have PSA reveals this weekend coming in. That's pretty cool. Silver Surfer versus Mephisto. Cap. We have a Norman Green Goblin before Norman was resurrected. We have a Red Skull and Banshee. Ooh, it's humid in my room. It's not humid. It's just I'm right by the beach. So like I'm staying in a pretty decent place. I'm staying in a like this like kind of like a surf club, and it's like a very no frills. Like if I turned my camera around, you would see that there's not much going on in my room. Baron Strucker. What do they give him Cable? Because this is early in Cable's career. So what do they give him? Strength, speed, agility, stamina, durability, and intelligence. Okay. So Baron Strucker. Punisher versus Kingpin by Mark Bagley. That's pretty fun. Another Psylocke by Ron Lim. So we got this pack. We actually just recently bought this pack. Such a good card. Eric Larson is my favorite Spider-Man artist, by the way. So that works. When Captain America throws his mighty shield. You guys might know that. Whew. But yeah, so I'm staying in a pretty nice place. I'm location-wise, I'm in Pacific Beach. But, you know, I'm still a 20-minute car ride away from getting near the convention. You can see that's Art Adams coming your way, right? Get that gosh danged agility card. Quasar. Thanos. The JJJ. Dr. Doom. Shout out to Matt Severin, who is watching. We pulled a Doc Doom that is on his list. I don't know who the artist is. It looks like it could be Art Adams. It builds to the texture of being Art Adams. I can't tell 100%, but we can look into that. And then, of course, he had to do Speedball. That's so funny. Fantastic Four versus Doctor Doom. That's Ron Lim. The Masters of Evil, Iron Fist, and this dope Hulk versus Thing card. Yeah, so like I'm looking at it, and like Art and Ron are responsible for almost half of all the cards. So there's like I have to be picky about what I ask to get signed too. Like I can't go friggin' crazy and have them each sign like 75 cards. That I would feel like a real dipshit, you know, like. Silver Surfer versus Thanos, Doctor Strange. That looks so cool, though. That's a really good one. Those web shooters, Death Watch, Scarlet Witch. So that one will be good for Emily. I know Emily has Scarlet Witch as her number one. The new FF. Stupid Hawkeye. Yeah, so unfortunately, the collation leads something to be desired. Yeah, we're getting some packs that are all the same. And I do not recognize this. Steve? Is it like Steve Lieber, maybe? I don't know. Zach saying, you're Emily Lake Scarlet Witch too. Well, that's awesome. Let's see, there's 36 packs in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got time for 7 more packs. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, Dre has been stingy with his Wolverine packs. I am not as much. I'm not as stingy as Dre. I'm not holding my Wolverine packs in here. But this will be good. So we'll keep on moving. Yeah, normally repeat packs, if you're like set building, because remember, these weren't 1991 was not an era where people were buying total big boxes the way they do now. Like you're buying hobby boxes or something nowadays. That's not the same. So yeah, the collation is not great, especially in the 90s. Cards get so like this what was the end of the last pack. So now we get a new sort of spot with this Mysterio. And that looks great. I wish I knew who that artist was. I mean, we could probably look it up. Bud Budiansky did this one. That's pretty cool. The OG Ghost Rider. This Iron Man's pretty sick. I think we can figure out that that's an Art Adams, right? Prices on these depend. Like high grades can be, depending on which card you get. A PSA 10 can be, $100 or more. So these are, Marvel early Marvel cards by Impel or anything like that. There's always the opportunity to make money. So like if you're even on just like you get the Jeff May rookie card tier, that $35, like I'm sending you stuff pack fresh. So just, you'll be getting 2 of these at least plus an auto. So like if you grade them and they gem out, like you've made way more than your money back off of this month's package, which is another reason that I want to keep this box separate. I don't want to like go aggressively on that box here. So it's Ramita as well. It makes sense they gave him Green Goblin. Ron Lim's Red Skull. I don't think people are going to want a Red Skull. No, people don't usually want Nazi cards autographed, Red Skull's one of those characters that I bet everyone's like, fine. I'll do Red Skull. Wonder Man. So his stamina should be jacked up all the way. And his strength, man. Hell yeah. Spider-Man versus Doc Ock. That's cool. I think this is Eric Larson. Yep. See the EL right there. Sealed packs. I mean, I got this box actually. So you're asking about sealed packs, prices for sealed packs. They're probably, you can maybe get a sealed pack for like maybe $10 or something like that. An Eyeless, pretty rad. You can probably get a decent enough deal on a sealed pack. I got very lucky with my with this. This box fell into a friend of mine's lap, and he was like, "Do you want this?" And he sold it to me for a good price. Who has the lowest intelligence stat? Logan, I believe it's the Absorbing Man. I'll have to take a look at that. We got our man Carl Lycos, aka Sauron. So this looks like a pack we haven't seen the cards of before. A nice Eric Larson Punisher. Ulick by Art Adams. X Factor versus Apocalypse by Ron Lim. We've got a nice Gambit. Yeah, I think this might actually be Jim Lee. I thought it might be Lee Weeks at first. Hulk versus the Leader. Daredevil. That's a cool card. It takes a second to see actually the outline of Daredevil behind Daredevil. I know that's like weird. The Sleepwalker rookie card. So Absorbing Man, I think he has the lowest intellect stat on here, if I recall. And there you go. So good for me. Good for me for remembering that. It's a cool looking card though. It's super sick. A Jubilee here. Not sure who the artist is on that. And I'd say, oh, Dre's getting that, but Dre probably already has it. Dre got himself a bunch of these as well, so good for Dre. Man, I should have brought a dehumidifier in here. There's a heavy space in this room. Maybe I'll sleep with my windows open. Maybe that'll help. All right, we have durability. This Wolverine, the Art Adams Wolverine. I mean, that's just super sick. Love this Hobgoblin. This is Eric Larson, I believe. So let's look for the EL. Yep, there it is right there. Ulick versus Thor, clearly Art Adams. The Hulk, also Art Adams. Bagley Bucky. This Loki, I never really liked this Loki card. I always thought it looked kind of weird. U.S. agent. What's his strength, speed, agility, stamina, durability? Okay. X-Men V Magneto, epic court case. The Marauders. Adam Warlock. And Daredevil versus Bullseye. So we got about 3 more packs to go here. Very excited about it. Yeah, it's the humidity. Well, the thing is I'm 1 block away from the beach. So it's like, and the place I'm in, it's not particularly well ventilated. So, and I took a shower earlier because I also shaved. I let my beard grow way too much. And so then when I got here, I was like, oh, I should probably do something about this. Mark Bagley doing Wolverine versus Sabretooth. Nice. A Ron Lim Shadowcat. Fury versus Strucker. I still wish I knew who this artist was. I feel like we could research that and figure that out. El Celdo, Humidity's the Devil's Work. Only reason I flee Ontario is a desert in August. Yeah, I could see that. X Factor by Mark Bagley. Storm, Art Adams. Doc Ock by Doc Ock's Arms by John Romita. Mojo. Sasquatch. And X-Men versus the Sentinels. That's a cool one, huh? It's funny that they did that when the Sentinels, for this era of X-Men, the Sentinels were like much shorter. Remember, I used to have the first appearance of the Sentinels. It was not a highly graded book. It would have been, you would have graded it out at like a 2.0 or something like that. But I did have it. Burrito shouting out that Shadowcat. Burrito is a member of the Patreon. So Burrito, feel free to message me on that Patreon if you want that Shadowcat. It is yours, my man. Oh, sorry. Big hands, small space. Dumb. Hold on. There we go. It's Iron Man versus Mandarin. Still pretty sick. Thing. Rage. This was an interesting character to created. Oh, Pumpkin Vice just started X-Men 97. Triple hyped. Yeah, hell yeah. It's such a sick card. I love this card so much. Oh, so Exploding Runes. I really want to take my dad's comics to get them graded. He put them right into sleeves with the backboard and never read them. I mean, that's cool, but also that's also a bummer that he just never bothered to read them. Like, good financially, but also like, I always feel bummed. Like when people tell me they're like, when they will go to Mint on Card and they're like, oh man, I can't believe I opened this toy and played with it. It would be worth so much money now. To which I respond, yeah, and you would have no connection to it because you wouldn't care because you never actually played with the toy. Like you didn't get to experience the joy of the thing that you're lamenting you didn't get to have. So like, Zach saying he's really into model planes and he pisses people off by building vintage kits. I could see how that... Oh! Well, we got something here. I mean, okay. Let's see. What's this surface space here? Is that my fingerprint? Yeah, I think that might be my fingerprint. I'll give this a wipe down later. But for now, let's get this baby sleeved up. What do you say? Maybe I can... I was going to say maybe I can grade this baby up, but it looks to me like it's not worth it. We got a dent in this corner here. Dent in the corner. So most likely this would go to a patron that has Doctor Doom as their number one favorite card. And granted, it's not going to be a Gem Mint 10, their favorite character, but it's not going to gem out at a Gem Mint 10, but still. Yeah. Logan, curse you, Richards. Yeah, no kidding, huh? Well, that's cool, though. I mean, we got Doctor Doom, Matt Severin calling him Dr. Dent. Matt, I mean, that's your guy, man. I know it's not worth $1 million, but you'll be getting it. And hey, last pack of the break there, we still have half a box to go for the next break. We just crested past the 30-minute mark. Steve Lytle, the Fury. Okay, so that SL signature, Oliver saying might be Steve Lytle. So Steve Lytle would be the guy that we are going to be chasing down. So let's take a look and see if that person, maybe Steve Lytle is at Comic-Con, and that's like a new friend that I can meet. Who knows? But I was smart enough to also bring a box to put these in for now and go through and sleeve up when I am granted the opportunity to do so. And as a reminder, so T from Cleveland, Jeff, if you had to cosplay at a con, who are you going as? I believe I may have answered this before, but the only cosplay that I've ever truly wanted to do that actually I think fit my like existence, my body, my face, and everything like that was Golden Age Iron Fist. So Danny Rand's grandfather, Orson. And if you ever look at him, you'd be like, oh, okay, I get it. So that would be one that I would go for. So just as a heads up, and yeah, so like that hologram in there, obviously a bummer that it's got that dent in the corner. But, if somebody, say, for example, has an obscure character and they say that's their number one character, then, yeah, you'll get that in the mail. Excuse me. So Matt Severin, don't forget to remind me about that, but you'll be getting that one in the mail. So I got a nice little stack of stuff to get signed, or at least to attempt to, and to make awkward eye contact with my friends and try to see if they're cool with me asking them for autographs. I know Ron will. I just got to make sure Art has the time and energy to do that. But very excited for that. We will do this second half of the box maybe in a few months. Why don't we sit on this for a little while so that people aren't getting bombarded by those? If for some reason you are at San Diego Comic-Con and you see me, obviously say hi. I've got some stuff with me, stickers and things like that I can hook it up with. I will be here Wednesday night, so tonight, preview night, and then up until later Friday, and then I'm driving back to Los Angeles Friday night. So that being said, here, if you are a member of patreon.com/Jeff May, those tiers, don't forget to let me know if there's any cards you specifically want to ask for that. And as a sort of special treat, all July packages are going to have some form of autographed card in there. And if for some reason the autographs don't happen on these cards, which is insane, of course they will. But if for some reason that does not happen, I will absolutely. I have stuff stashed up. So like everybody's July package that'll be mailed out in August will have an autograph in it. So that's very exciting. Which also means that $35, like maybe you should just sign up anyway. Like, you might as well do that. Yeah. And again, hit up patreon.com/Jeff May. If you are still here, it really means a lot to me that you're watching this. And if you want to hit subscribe, if you haven't already, it really helps me out and makes it so that I can get even better stuff to open. I don't think I can get COVID Walker here. I don't think I can I think I might still be mostly immune to COVID. I had it, a little over a month and a half ago. Oh yeah, and everybody gets my autograph too because I send stuff in. As T from Cleveland made a point. I will wash my hands. I will stay safe. I always do. But you guys are fantastic. So thank you all so much. I cherish each and every one of you, and I will. Stay tuned. Actually, subscribe and hit the notifications bell. If I do a break, they're going to be surprises. So I will just do a quick little one where I'm going to schedule it 15 minutes from now. I might see TJ Shevlin from Upper Deck. I might go to Tops. I might grab something where I open or do like a here's the stuff that I got today. I'm not going to do announcements for those. I'm just going to do them on the YouTube. So as I'm here and as we're going through, definitely just have the notifications bell on for this because out of nowhere, you're going to see something show up that's going to be like in 15 minutes, Jeff May is going live. And it's just going to be me sort of recouping or recounting what I did. I don't know what time they're going to be, but I'm just going to try to make those through here. El Celda signed up for the rookie card tier. Excellent. Fantastic. Very smart. Very smart to do that, El Celdo. We simply love to see that. And I will send you, before I do anything, El Celdo, I will send you your questionnaire so that you can fill out all the information. So while I'm out there on the floor, if I see anything that I think you'd like personally, I will make sure to acquire that for you. For those of you that don't know, another little hint about the rookie card tier, by the way, is that on top of that like sometimes I do breaks just for people. Like I have a gentleman in Missouri who really loves hockey. I'm not going to say their name because they didn't ask me to or anything like that. But I off camera opened a box of hockey cards specifically to give them something because I don't open a lot of hockey. But I wanted to give them specifically something that would interest them, something that they'd be like, oh, finally, it's not just random St. Louis Cardinals players or something. So so I do that. I very much make sure to have that be a thing. So I've made it a point to do that. Sometimes I will open a box for one person's interests that I haven't covered. So if somebody's like, I'm really into Disney, I'll be like, all right, I'm going to get Lorcana for this person because they really like Disney. Or, Emily Raim, who's super supportive, and she's told me I can bring her up, loves the Scarlet Witch. So I picked up those blasters of Vision and Scarlet Witch cards because that's her favorite, and she absolutely loves that. So DeVerman's new sticker designs are killer. It's funny you bring that up because I have some of these with me. Jeff has cool cards, logo stickers that I have here by @DeVerman, John Hageman. There, I also have, in case people run across me, I have Tom and Jeff Watch Batman Holo stickers to give away. So I'll be walking around, and if people see me and they like either of those, I have a couple of the Jeff May Classic logo stickers here as well. And I'll show you one thing I did. I have, and this is separate from all other things, I have a couple of gifts I'm bringing for a couple of my friends, but on top of that, I do have one extra. I brought some official Jeff May hats, and if the first person that recognizes me out of a crowd and brings up the show or whatever, it's theirs. They'll have it. And there we go. So for now, I got to go to Comic-Con. This thing starts in a couple hours. Preview night starts at 6. It's 4:09 now. I cherish and adore each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Like I said, definitely hit notifications, especially over the next couple of days. You can turn them off afterwards. I think you'd be kind of a dick if you did that, but that's fine. Turn those off, turn those on, turn on those notifications, because I might just do all right, let's do a Comic-Con wrap up for today. And if I don't find time to do that, then I will just make sure to do that when I get back. But hey, thank you all so much. I love you all. And please have fun. Patreon.com/Jeff May if you want access to any of these cards. Hey, love ya. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.